Miss Transforce 96 here with another video where I'm going to be talking about a newly shown Hot Toys figure, which is Stan Lee. So overall, all the pictures have been just shown of Stan Lee, and he has gone on pre-order, so let's talk about it. So we did get a preview image of his head sculpt that was an unpainted prototype a couple weeks ago, and it is surprising that now we have the full figure reveal. I thought that it would take a little bit longer before we got that, but very exciting to get him, of course, this week. So first of all, the face sculpt, it's fully painted now, seeing the entire thing. When I first saw the prototype, I had no issues with it, and now seeing the final production piece, I also have no issues with it. I think it looks fantastic. I think it's just a solid head sculpt by Hot Toys, and recently their head sculpts have either been, good or need improvement, and this head sculpt is just perfect. So it is great to kind of go back to that just Hot Toys' signature thing where they can really do actors and people's face sculpts really nicely. So it's been a long time since I've seen them just nail a head sculpt, in my opinion, and I feel like they nailed this one. I really don't have any issues with it at all, and I think it looks fantastic. Overall, we're getting him in clothing that, I'm not quite sure when he actually wore this. However, I think that it's completely Stan Lee-ish. So obviously, I think that it's fine, and I think that they've chosen to go with a nice clothing set with the jacket, the white undershirt, which can also, if you want, you can take off the jacket like they've shown you in a couple of these pictures, and he looks great as well, and then some brown pants and white shoes. It's a pretty, simple look, of course, but it's very nice, and you can do a lot of fun stuff with them. As you can see, they've put him in a lot of natural positions, and he looks great. Just a lot of fun to do. Also, one of my favorite things is that they gave us Spider-Man, web shooting hands with him. I think that that's absolutely fantastic, and you do get quite a lot with them. So let's go over what you're actually going to get with them. Alright, so of course, you get the figure. You get two sets of glasses. You get like a sunglasses and then just regular glasses. However, in all of the images of him, they only show him with the sunglasses on, or the slight shades. So possibly, I don't know why they chose to do that. Maybe they don't think the glasses look very good on him. I'm not sure, but I think that the shade looks really nice, and it looks like they're not super shaded. They seem to be quite translucent, so you can still see his eyes in there, so it won't take away from the fantastic head sculpt. You get a watch. And then a pen. The pen is one of the coolest accessories, in my opinion. I think it's awesome that he does have something to kind of sign, to do autographs with. However, he doesn't come with any just random paper, and most importantly, he doesn't come with comic books. I think comic books are completely necessary for him just to hold as well as to sign. He comes with a pen but nothing to sign, basically. So I'm really floored and surprised that they did not give him comic books. I think that is 100% necessary with the figure, and it's pretty disappointing. I know that I have a couple of the Iron Man magazines that came with the Tony Stark figure, so I'll probably use those to give Stan Lee to have him like signing and looking at or something like that. He comes with a director's chair, which I don't particularly associate with Stan Lee. However, I think that it's a nice accessory. Obviously, you can kind of see him on a movie set like he's about to do his cameo or something like that. I think it looks really nice, and on the back strip of fabric, it does say Stan Lee, and it's done in his signature. When I first saw that Stan Lee written like that and on the base as well, I thought, is that actually how Stan Lee signs his name? And I remembered, I have his signature right above my desk, so I just took a quick look up, and I'm like, yep, that's how it's done. So it is really nice that they didn't just write Stan Lee. They actually gave us the way that he signs his name as the base on the stand and the chair, which is really cool. He does come with a multitude of hands. I think they've chosen some excellent hands to go with. He comes with two web shooting hands, like I said, two relaxed palms, one kind of gun hand, or given a kind of I don't know what you call it, an acknowledgement to somebody, kind of hand that like he's got right here. I do like that hand a lot. I wouldn't have expected him to come with that. It just doesn't come to my mind yet. I think it looks great, and just every pose that they have him in with that hand is perfect. Then he comes with a hand to hold the pen, and then this hand, I'm not 100% sure what that hand is. If it's just kind of an expression hand, if it's meant to kind of hold down whatever he's signing, I'm not sure. It doesn't ring a bell to me as to what that particular hand is. More than anything, it looks like a hand to hold a gun. Obviously, that's not the case with Stan Lee, but I don't know what it's for. And then he comes with a standard base with a nameplate that says Stan Lee, and like I said, instead of a movie logo, they put his signature on the base, which I think is really cool. Overall, it looks like an absolutely solid piece, and it is retailing for $200, which I think is a pretty fair price. You know, I could have seen them, you know, doing like $210 on this guy, really because he comes with the chair. You know, obviously that's another big chunk of accessory that they're giving us, and for $200, you know, that's a pretty solid price. We really don't get figures at $200 anymore, basically. But at Hot Toys' their new kind of risen price, $200 does seem to be in line with what they're charging with other stuff. So I'm pretty happy with this. He doesn't come out until August, though. You know, expected shipping is July through September, so I'm averaging it at August. And that's quite a long time away, unfortunately. I kind of gotten spoiled with some of their most recent pre-orders with Kylo Ren, Stormtroopers, which come out in January, and other figures that are coming out really soon, you know, from when they're put on pre-order. So to see a release date, it's not until August, which is, you know, like 10 months away, is very disappointing. But when you do think about it, they used to put things on pre-order that didn't ship for a year, so they've gotten a lot better in the recent time. However, I'm a bit spoiled because I am disappointed that he is coming out in August. Personally, do I plan to get him? I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to just jump the gun on him. I do want to just wait and see how I feel about it later, because obviously this is just a person, you know, it's not a character. It's not like I need a character to complete my Avengers or something like that. This is just a random guy. Now, he's a guy that I love, and of course has created all the things that I love, so I would really enjoy a representation of him as a Hot Toys form, and maybe display him with like the comic book that I do have signed from him, or I'm absolutely positive that Stan Lee, the man himself, will of course take a picture with his Stan Lee Hot Toys figure, so maybe I'll print that out and display it with him too. I don't know, there's a lot of different possibilities of how to display this guy, or meeting one of his characters or something. This is going to be a really fun figure that I think a lot of people are going to be taking pictures with when he comes out, for just years to come, because there's so many possibilities of funny and cool pictures that you can take with this figure. Overall, looking like a fantastic figure at what I would consider reasonable price for Hot Toys' standard pricing. And yeah, so there you go. Those are my opinions and thoughts on the newly shown and put on pre-order Hot Toys figure being Stan Lee. Alright, thanks so much for watching, guys, and let me know what you think of this figure.